Hi, Cancer Collective. Happy Friday. I hope you all are doing amazing. I heard the name Gianna, Gigi, Lacey, Diane, Diana, Sylvia. Someone's last name could be Williams. Fry, Frye. Melinda, Melissa. Someone's name could be Bobby or something like that. I feel like it's a woman though. Not a man Bobby, but there could be a Bobby here as well. All right, let's see. Someone's name could be Akira. What can you expect this weekend? Okay. Okay. If you're working this weekend, there could be a person that you need to kind of steer clear of, an Aquarius person. Well, somebody could be acting weird this weekend that you work with. Maybe you're friends with someone like outside of work. They could be acting a little bit elusive or maybe strange. Somebody could be calling out of work. Let's see, what else? Yeah, there's something going on around work here. You got the Two of Pentacles. It says more month than money. So this card talks about living paycheck to paycheck, robbing Peter to pay Paul kind of energy. So something fluctuating with your money. Let's see what this is all about. Could involve another person, somebody that you're married to or living with or in some kind of commitment with. Okay, there's somebody here that doesn't want to get a job. It's kind of the message that's showing up. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody that's not pulling their weight. It's kind of what I'm getting. You ain't gonna like that. You don't like that. I mean, who would like it? Someone's name could be Nova. Spirit is telling you to treat yourself and practice self-care, pampering and indulgence. Some of you got like somebody in your energy that's not pulling their weight. So this weekend, you're gonna be focused on you. You got the money. You're fine. Okay. And if you don't, there could be something going on with a job. Maybe some of you were trying to get a job and maybe there was a lot of red tape or something is like slow about it. And it's like, I just need this big break. Keep the faith, because some of you could be losing faith. Don't give up your faith. Like, don't lose faith. Yeah, the monkey mind. That's the Nine of Swords. That's anxiety. So some of you need to treat yourselves, pamper yourselves, and get into the things that make you feel good this weekend. Someone's name could be Kaya, Erica. I'm sorry, y'all. This is one of these days that names are coming through. Lynn, I just heard Lynn, Lynn. So Spirit is saying that your imagination could be pretty overactive this weekend. You could be feeling hypersensitive or paranoid or nervous about something. And the way that you can combat that is to like take a bubble bath, kick your feet up, you know, get a massage if you can afford it. If not, give yourself a massage, you know, rub on yourself, whatever you need to do. But make yourself a priority this weekend. Yeah, we got a blockage here. What's going on, Cancer? What's going on? Mic drop, end of discussion. Okay. There's somebody here that you are making something crystal clear to this weekend. You're calling somebody out this weekend that you feel like is kind of holding you back in some capacity. And it doesn't have to be a love situation. You got a heart chakra attack. Okay. Now, this just means that there's something about like dealing with another person that's making you feel a certain way. This talks about feeling lonely, isolated, cold, detached, and having trust issues. But the message of this card is to forgive yourself and others. Express yourself. Use crystals and essential oils this weekend. So if some of you are going through a breakup or something that's making you anxious, again, prioritizing yourself and self-care is important. Somebody could be getting a tattoo or signing a document this weekend. Something about ink is significant. Maybe even just purchasing some ink for your printer or something. I don't know. Let's see. We have angelic support. Y'all, I've told y'all every time in your reading that y'all get like kind of distressing energy, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, help from the spiritual realm. The universe has your back. Earth angels and good karma. Now, this could be a person, could be an earth angel, or this is, like I said, angelic support around you like you always get. I love it. Yep, so we got the Hermit card. So this is kind of like what I just told Taurus. You might be in the house this weekend. I feel like it's important for you to pamper yourself. It's kind of the same thing I just got for them. I don't necessarily see like going out and getting pampered. I feel more like if you haven't been sleeping well, essential oils can help for sure. I know I use oils for my vertigo. And I got it off of Amazon. And it's called, what is it called? I can't remember, y'all. I want to say the vertigo, something like that. I don't know. Maybe if y'all just look on, if I'm not telling you that you need to use it, but if you do have an issue with like sleeping, it really does help me to sleep. You just put a couple of drops behind your ear and it does help with the vertigo. So, somebody could be having migraines here or just worrying about something. I don't know what y'all got going on, but this weekend it feels like your guys want you to know they got your back. You have nothing to worry about. It's kind of like you could be feeling more overwhelmed. You got 3 9s here. You could be saying a lot of 9s. And that also means that something is almost over. Some of y'all could be thinking about kicking somebody out. We got a right brain person. That is you. Water signs are right brain. So intuitive, creative, free-spirited, free thinker, open-minded, and big picture dreamers. Bottom of the deck, we have short-sighted. Talking behind your back. Remember what I said over here. There's a sneaky energy around you. It feels like more in the workplace. It's something to do with a job or something. I don't necessarily feel it's a lover, but it can be a lover. There's a Gemini here for some of you, Aries. Somebody that's stuck in a comfort zone. I do see some of y'all could be abruptly cutting somebody off. We're actually in the week of the 10 of Swords. I think it ends today. It ends tomorrow. Yeah. So this is today. There's some kind of gossip going on. We're not going to worry about that. Y'all know we don't focus on no crazy stuff over here. People can talk about whatever they want to talk about. I can't believe grown people think talking about people means something. Who cares? I mean, maybe some people do. I just don't. I ain't got time. Talk all you want, baby. Talk. So the most important things I see here is about like maybe forgiving yourself or forgiving somebody else. And that doesn't mean that you keep them around. Just chuck the deuces and keep it moving. Treating yourself, keeping your mind as calm as you can this weekend, not stressing, not worrying about anything. Because Spirit is saying there's nothing to worry about. Okay. Okay. What's going on? Yeah, you could be a bit defensive. I just saw the Page of Swords, the Strength card. Yeah, stay strong. The Strength card is also about killing people with kindness. Swallowing your pride. This is Leo energy. You could be on a Cancer Leo cusp. There's somebody acknowledging here that you make them better. And like I said, this feels like it could be in the workplace. The Strength card talks about a solid person, especially like in partnership. And you see the infinity symbol representing karma. So a lot of good karma here. I do feel like you are being protected from someone. I feel like a strong Aquarius person or Gemini. Okay, y'all. So 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's you. That's Cancer Moon energy. Some of you are born July 12th through the 22nd. Okay, let's see what's going on here. You got the 2 of Wands. It's in the upright. You have it on the table, short-sighted. It's the 2 of Wands in reverse. Not planning for the future. So some of you are planning something. Maybe something about the last 2 days is significant. There could have been a bill or something that came out of nowhere. Maybe even like from an institution, whether that be a school, a hospital, something like that. It feels like it already happened sometime this week. And you're like trying to take care of it. So that could be the thing that's worrying someone. Let's move on. Because you're being told to treat yourself and not worry. The Hierophant, your faith. Taurus energy is here. Some of you are praying about something. These people are praying on this card. And I'm hearing that saying when Spirit says, not Spirit, but when people say like, God is going to ask you the question, are you going to trust me? Are you going to worry? Or are you going to believe that I can handle it? I know I'm messing up the saying, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You can't pray about something and worry about it at the same time. Is kind of what I'm getting. Like, keep your faith here. There could also be somebody coming in to support you, to guide you. This represents guidance, your support system, your soul tribe. Some of you need to be around like-minded people who share your same people that are cut from the same cloth as you, the same ilk. Let's see. What's going on with this angelic support? Your angels are helping you with a blockage. What is it? The Empress. Taurus and Libra energy. This could be a maternal figure, a Taurus or a Libra person. This is a woman. She's pregnant here. That could be significant. This is somebody that loves you unconditionally. For some of you, this could be a maternal figure that's on the other side. Because I do see a butterfly here, which is connected to the death card. So that could mean that, again, this angelic support could be a grandmother, a mother, an aunt, an older sister. Anybody that's a woman that has loved you unconditionally that is older. Could even be somebody who's still alive. Everybody don't always have to not be here. What's going on with this? Like you getting something off of your chest, making a point to someone, and then just kind of like being solid with them. But because it makes you feel better to kind of keep your distance from this person. The High Priestess, that's what it is. Keeping your distance, staying quiet. So there's something you're going to say. Might even be that you already have said it. Because it says nothing left to say. You made yourself crystal clear to someone. Now this could be a ghoster. Could be a Virgo. Cancer, Pisces energy here. But this is you. I feel like this is you. With discretion. Like there's some discretion here. You're very self-focused this weekend and keeping a low profile. What's going on with heart chakra attack? The Page of Wands. A younger fire sign could be significant that you need to forgive or that you're trying to forgive. I can't tell y'all who to forgive. Let me read this card. Some of y'all, are y'all having issues? Somebody could be having issues with like retaining fluid for some reason. But this could also talk about a fear of intimacy or vulnerability here. And sometimes the High Priestess can represent that for me. And that is Cancer, Pisces energy. So for some of you, there is a person here that maybe you felt like you had to block out for some reason. And this weekend, these are the emotions you could be experiencing. I'm just going to read the card to you all. So with the Nine of Swords being here with this, there could be like a sense of like waking up with heart palpitations or just worrying about something, like something being on somebody's mind so much that it could be making you sad or it could be making you angry. You know what I'm saying? So this card, again, is a fear of vulnerability and intimacy, heartbreak, loss, unforgiveness, lack of compassion, insensitivity, difficulty giving and receiving love, feeling lonely, isolation, cold, detached, trust issues. Now, that could be somebody that you were dealing with as well. Could be this fire sign person. But I kind of feel like you are being alone. You are staying to yourself this weekend. You have a couple of nines just like Taurus did. So that does talk about being by yourself, being a loner, maybe being a bit antisocial this weekend. You could be focusing on creativity though. And it could be a person wanting to reach out to you. Could be a flirty text or something, but you may not be very open to receiving it. The Emperor, Divine Masculine, he keeps showing up in your energy, as well as the Hierophant. Some of you are blocking a baby daddy, a husband. Look at this, worrying. The Nine of Swords is here. There could be a bit of guilt here about like blocking somebody, but maybe you feel like you know you have to do it to stand your ground. Because it says you already have spoken your piece. Yeah, this is the silent treatment. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. You got a strong earth sign energy that feels good. Ten of Cups. Some of you could be falling in love with an earth sign. Pisces, Mars is here. Also, you could be in love with your career right now, just focusing on your money. So this weekend, let's see what this is telling me. Why do you have the Strength card with evasive? Some of you are holding back. You could be trying to restrain yourself with a co-worker or somebody that's just getting on your nerves, okay? Three of Swords in reverse. You don't care anymore. You have a breakthrough. You know how you are, I was just talking about this with my fiance. You know how when you are, especially as a woman, in love with someone and you're like physically with them and you just can't get enough of them. And sometimes when you cut off the sex or when you have it and it doesn't feel the same anymore. Someone's name could be Lynette. You don't feel it anymore. That's when you know you're over this person. There's somebody here or something here that doesn't affect you emotionally anymore. I heard the name Trevor and I heard the last name Tucker. Three of Swords in reverse talks about a breakthrough. Could be leaving a third-party situation. Some of you are finding the strength to fight this, but there could also be like some two-faced energy around you and you're just trying to keep the peace this weekend. You're not really dealing with it. What's going on with more month and money? With the Two of Wands, planning, the Two of Cups. Okay, some of you are about to celebrate a birthday. June 22nd through July 1st is the date of this card. The dates of this card. Remember I said there could be a person that some of you live with that's not pulling their weight. That's kind of showing up here. Some of you are thinking about leaving a person that's not pulling their weight and you have somebody else on your radar. You could be going on a date. And it could be like a local long distance kind of date. Like somebody's making plans with you or for you this weekend. Or for the two of you this weekend. But there it does feel like a broken marriage or a contract or something here. Two of Pentacles is here. With the Hierophant in reverse. Somebody could definitely be in a toxic marriage. Doesn't have to be you. Could just be somebody in your energy field. But there's something here about a new energy. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Can't make it up. So the Hierophant with the Ace of Wands would treat yourself in monkey mind. Some of you could be worried about whether or not a marriage or long-term commitment is going to last. Maybe you prayed about it. Maybe you worried about it. You've done everything you can. But with the Ace of Wands, there's something new coming in. New, exciting, refreshing, invigorating. Wow. All right, let's keep moving. What's going on with the Empress? With the blockage and angelic support. There could also be something here about someone's reproductive system with a blockage. Some of you could be praying to get pregnant. What is this? Just saw the Strength card. I feel like there's a strong possibility that you will. The King of Wands. Wow. I feel like there's two people romantically in your energy field, Cancer. We got younger fire sign energy, older fire sign energy. We got Taurus, we got Cancer, Pisces here. So the King of Wands is about confidence. He's an alpha male. He does represent also unexpected money coming in. So that could be what this angelic support is. Some of you could have a maternal figure about to give you some money that you don't expect to help you out in a bind. Okay. Or this is your own confidence, your own get up and go here. And your angels are like supporting you and pushing you. You could see a butterfly. That could be the way that they communicate with you. And he has something in his hand. I don't know if it's a lizard, a gecko, a scorpion. I don't know what it is. There's one on the ground too. I think it's a lizard. I think it's a lizard. So maybe somebody has a lizard, or maybe you'll see one as a sign. There's a lot of water in this card. Oh, this blue energy, this water. So number 3 does represent divine communication. And with this water being here, the blue is connected to the throat chakra. Somebody could be speaking to you in a very loving way. This could be somebody that's your support system. Because the King of Wands is a catalyst, like somebody that helps you to overcome obstacles. Somebody in your corner who represents leadership, inspiration. But this could all just be your energy. Some of you could be working on something online, a creative project or something online. I definitely feel like you feel inspired and creative and very much a go-getter. This is like a type A personality. So these could be people helping you out, or this is the energy you're tapping into yourself this weekend. I'm trying to figure out what this is telling me with a blockage here. Outside of pregnancy, because it could be pregnancy for some of you. Yeah, bottom of the deck, it says, stay optimistic regardless of what's going on. You will get exactly what you're praying for in the end. Remember I said you could be praying for something. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and expect only the best. So that's like the sun. The best is yet to come. Spirit wants you to look on the bright side. Look at the bigger picture here. I feel like some of you were dealing with someone who was a bit inconsistent, ghosting you or something. And I feel like you may have called it out. Or it could just simply be that you just went quiet too. Maybe somebody was used to you pursuing or following up, or, you know, whatever. What is this? Yeah, you moved on. And you did it quickly. But some of you did get something off of your chest. 6 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. This can talk about a lot of messages, communication. So some of you feel like you are moving forward. You are future focused. Somebody could be traveling this weekend as well. Well, you could have moved away from somebody and they don't know where you are. Some of y'all could be moving this weekend. Because it says you're going to be cooped up. Like you're going to be in your home. But maybe that's because you have a new home. And maybe you're like keeping your low profile here with the High Priestess. This person doesn't know where you are, where you moved on to. But they could be looking for you. Might be spying. A Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Could be younger. Doesn't have to be. Some of you are getting a message, a delivery, something that you don't maybe expect this weekend. It could be a surprise with the High Priestess here. You could be getting an early birthday present. That could be what it is. Some of you are planning a trip for your birthday. What's going on with the heart chakra? Yeah, the King of Swords. King of Swords is cold and aloof. And this card actually does say that you could be feeling cold and detached. He's the Ice King. Now, this could be, like I said, somebody you've been dealing with, an air sign. And some of you could be dating somebody new or flirting with somebody new. Somebody that makes you feel happy. What's going on with this King of Swords? You could also just be making a decision. Yeah, the King of Swords is showing up as somebody that you are like, I don't know if I want to keep dealing with this stress. Sagittarius Moon and Capricorn Jupiter. So this is a 2-year cycle, 2-year relationship or age difference for some of you. So it feels like something that, it's like you have these ships coming in here. Something new is coming in for you. And there's this debating going on. You got the Two of Pentacles here. And like I said, it could be somebody that's not pulling their weight. Maybe they get like a disability check or something. Or maybe they have mental health issues. That could be them in the Nine of Swords. It doesn't have to be you. I kind of feel like you're okay, but it feels like somebody around you hasn't pulled their weight. And some of you are just like, you know, I'm really at my wit's end. And I just want to be happy. And it could be another person that is making you happy. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit card shows up again. That's the cooped up card, being in the house. Yeah. Some of you are like not really doing much this weekend. Same thing I told Taurus. And Cancer Moon is showing up here again. Which is July 12th through the 22nd. King of Cups. Yeah, it feels like you're making up your mind about starting over and walking away from something that doesn't fulfill you. Wow. A Virgo person could definitely be involved. Any of these signs that I said. Okay. All right, y'all. Those are the messages for the weekend. I will see you all next week. Possibly. I'm going to just let the spirit guide me. When I want to post, I'm going to post. When I don't, I won't. YouTube is just, you know, sometimes. Anyway, I will see you all the next time. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.